in Karnataka. JDS workers, including former Chief Minister H.D. Kumaraswamy, held a protest outside Vidhan Sauda today against Hindi Diwas celebrations. Just yesterday, HDK had written a letter to Chief Minister Bomai saying that celebrating Hindi Diwas would amount to injustice to the people of Karnataka and that state funds should not be used for this. Chief Minister Bomai had said on the floor of the House that the government is committed to the development of Kannada and that there is no question of a compromise. He also said that their aim is to bring in a law to make Kannada a mandatory language in the state. Both the BJP and the Congress central leadership and their central messaging has been very clear today. They are very much for the promotion of the language, Hindi language, as a link language or even the official language, even if their state units are a little uncomfortable with their idea, depending on which state you're talking about. But the question that persists is, why oppose Hindi promotion when it is one of the basic tenets of our constitution? And does promoting Hindi take anything away from any other language? Take a look. Article 343 of the Indian Constitution says that official language of the Union shall be Hindi in the Devanagari script. Article 351 says it is the duty of the Union to promote the spread of Hindi. Official Languages Act of 1963 made English and Hindi the chosen languages for official purposes of the central government and business in parliament, etc. So why even decades later we are mired in this controversy over Hindi promotion, which is often also termed Hindi imposition? So the big question today we're asking is, has Hindi opposition not just descended into parochialism? This has become a matter of fighting between states and centre, but the central question is, what is Hindi taking away from anybody else? Here's a look at what some of the leaders are saying. Let me go across to my guest joining us. Dr. Vaman Acharya is Senior Karnataka BJP spokesperson and T.R. Prasad Gowda is Senior JDS Leader. I'm coming to you, Mr. Gowda, first. Can you explain to me why this opposition by the JDS is happening this year? Because the BJP has said that this Diwas has been celebrated in the past too. Is it because the elections are upcoming in Karnataka?
No, it's not at all. See, the basic reason is the government is trying to making it as a official celebrations day on this day because they are going to spend money for this. What our leader is mentioning, let's do not spend money for the celebrations, because in our state of Karnataka, Bengaluru is facing, especially Bengaluru is flooded like anything, and you televisions only showing that in the area, Bengaluru area, Electronic City, all those areas. Still, people are struggling. All the areas are flooded. The people are gone out of the house and take a shelter at hotels. And the people are struggling. And in the slums.
Is that the only reason then that
explain.
This year there have been floods in Bengaluru, so you shouldn't celebrate it using state funds? Or do you have a principal opposition to the Hindi Diwas also?
No, madam. See, what we are trying to advise the government: do not spend money for this. And one thing, and do not and we are asking center not to impose in the.
But how is celebrating Hindi Diwas an imposition of the language, sir? That's what I'm coming to.
No, imposition of language. No, we are asking them not to impose language forcibly. We know Hindi.
But how does it do that? What is happening that justifies that allegation? Please explain.
See, categorically, our leader mentioned that Tamil Nadu is not made it as official celebrations on this day, and Telangana we are not. And similarly, we do not want to celebrate as Hindi Diwas, and we are asking not to impose officially.
But sir, can you please explain to me what is being imposed on you? Can you give me any sense of any step that has happened? Any order or directive by the state government?
Yes. The center ordered already. Ordered to center. Center is trying to make it as official celebrations.
So how does Hindi Diwas celebrations? I mean, how does it affect you? How is that an imposition? I don't understand. Why can't Karnataka celebrate Hindi? Do you not have Hindi-speaking people?
Why do you want to spend money for this? Government is going to spend for the celebrations and all. We do not want that our government exchequer to utilize this fund, because we have many number of problems to look into that.
So
Not
if the
for
government has
celebrations.
enough money and enough budget, then you don't have a problem.
We are having problems. We are in problems, and the government is not able to solve many of the problems. Administrative is failed. Law and order is failed.
Okay.
And now flooding situations you are not able to control, not able to provide civic communities.
But sir, I am not understanding, is your problem because there are other problems happening in Karnataka or Bengaluru, and those floodings have been a Bengaluru issue, or your problem is that you don't want Hindi Diwas celebrated? I'm just trying to understand that from you.
We do not want.
You do not want. So that's what I'm asking you. What is your problem with the celebration of Hindi Divas? Why can't you just celebrate? Why can't the government celebrate it? What is the imposition here?
Why and all? We will not accept it.
Why not?
We don't want. We do not want to celebrate Hindi
So
Divas.
sir, when you are in power,
That's
you
what.
can take that call. Now you are not in power. How can you decide the agenda of the current government? You're in opposition. You don't get to dictate. Tomorrow, if you are in power, you don't celebrate it. You celebrate Tipu Jayanti.
No, we know only to protest, because till we come to the power.
But what
we
is
will
the
protest.
basis of this protest? What is the opposition here?
No, the opposition is that when we have many number of problems, when you are not able to
Okay.
solve, if you have sorted out all those problems, we
Then
would
you
have
can
not
celebrate it. Till then,
asked
all
you to,
celebrations should
we
be
would-
put on hold. Okay.
we
Till
wouldn't
then,
have-
your leaders should not be throwing birthday bashes also. Surely the problems of Karnataka didn't go away when the tall leaders were throwing large birthday bashes. Anyways, I'll take that question to Dr. Vaman Acharya. Why are you spending money on this? Don't you have better things to spend money on?
We are not spending huge money on this. This is a national program. Hindi is practically a national language. It is not the question of celebrating a Hindi day. It is a question of people knowing one common language for the whole country, where I can communicate with the people of other states. Ours is a union of states. We all have to live together. When people accept a slavery language like English and other languages like Persian and others, in Karnataka, when Tipu Sultan was there, he has brought so many Persian words into the local Kannada language, and even today in revenue and police, those same words are being used. What I want to stress is we have slavery towards English, we have slavery towards Urdu and such languages. Why not have a language for the whole country? Question of imposition and all that are lame excuses. People still have that Dravidian mindset which Congress has put into their brain. Their brains are rotten because of this idea. Not that all Karnataka people are against. Only few people in and around Bengaluru are. They are more influenced by Tamil Nadu and Tamil culture, and especially the wrong culture of Tamil Nadu.
Okay.
Tamil Nadu is a very good
Let Mr.
state.
Gowda respond
You
to
may
that.
wonder,
That this
Dakshina
is
Bharat-
purely parochial politics. It is a phenomena that is emerging from Tamil Nadu, now seeping into Karnataka politics.
It has seeped only up to Bangalore, fortunately. You go to
Think.
Hyderabad, Karnataka,
Position.
very easy.
If we want to celebrate without spending money, let them celebrate. Because when we have a lot of problems,
He has
and
permitted.
instead of having so many problems, if you have solved all those
My
problems,
friend,
you wouldn't have
my
protested.
friend has
But when
permitted
you
the
have-
government
One second.
graciously.
Sir,
His
second.
greatness has permitted the government to celebrate the day, but not spend the money. That is okay. It is his opinion.
Yeah.
But the question is, why hatred towards the language of your own brethren? Not that Hindi people live in Karnataka.
Yeah, and
But